Thank you all for coming here. It means a lot to be able to have conversations about this at all. So, I'm just gonna say my piece real quick, as concisely and articulately as I can. So, it has been quite difficult for me to regain trust in the world since January 6th, 2021. I don't know about anyone else. Not that it was really significant for me, not the rest of the world or America. But that was the night I detransitioned, almost exactly a year after I got my double mastectomy in January 2020, right before the lockdowns. At that point, I had been on hormones for about a year and a half, and I stopped after 2.5 years. But back to January 6th, I just watched MSNBC over my dad's shoulder all day. And I had been depressed and basically comatose for about, I had been having doubts for about a month. For a lot of reasons. I watched the insurrection happen, and I was kind of glazed over, but I couldn't sleep, and I remember just thinking, look at all these normal human beings who have been radicalized so extremely to do something that's so frightening and like unbelievable. And they're humans just like us, just like me, and I just thought, turned inward for a second and thought, could I ever be radicalized in some way? And I just thought, oh, shit, I was. There's so much I feel like I could say to my past self, and who's to say if it would have made any difference. That was pretty set. But after I detransitioned a few months ago, I think a lot of stuff has helped me heal a lot to be here today. But I watched Anne Lamott's TED Talk, if any of you are familiar with Anne Lamott.
She's awesome.
And one of her facts of life, or things she's learned, is everyone is screwed up, broken, clingy, and scared. Even the people who seem to have it most together. They are much more like you than you would believe. So try not to compare your insides to other people's outsides. It will only make you worse than you already are. I think back to my teen self, and I'm like, what did you have to cope with, to run from, to escape from? You had everything that I don't have, or I feel like I don't have these days. But I guess that's all the healing I've had to do now. I did have a lot going on. We all do. And I didn't realize that life is fucking hard. I thought it was something wrong with the world. Or I guess with me. But there wasn't. I was trying to, for 3 years, put all of my energy, every conscious effort and moment into trying to control how other people were perceiving me. And that is the most futile thing that any of us could do. It's a waste of time. Everything's subjective. People ask what my pronouns are now, and I'm just like, whatever comes to mind first. It's not, I don't really, it doesn't matter to me. I'm a woman. I've been one the whole time, no matter what I told myself or anyone else. And whatever doctors agreed to. I think about, like, I hated my body, and doctors didn't ask me why, or say, maybe your reasoning might be a little off. Maybe you're not seeing yourself for how beautiful you might be. Instead, they laughed with me in the room. We vibed, talked about activism, and I gave them thousands of dollars and thousands of dollars that belonged to family friends of mine, strangers I don't know, people who wanted to be kind and do what they thought was right. And I don't blame them for that. Because if I do, then I can't forgive myself either. So, my parents were right the whole time. All they wanted me to do was slow down. They wanted me to pump the brakes. And now I know that, because hindsight is 2020, that we all should, in this whole shebang, just take a moment to sit down with what's real, because in the age of the internet, when you don't know what to believe, and in school we're taught to check our sources, but you're not gonna do that every single tweet you see or every post you scroll past. It's too much for all of us as adults. Imagine what it's like as someone who's 9 or 10 or younger or older or in a really unstable place. We can all get really lost, and I got lost in a way that also lost me my ability to breastfeed my future children, which is really hard, and I don't want other humans to go through that, because I don't know. We all got things to regret, but this one feels bigger than me. So thank you guys.